Hello, my name is Dorian Radu and I welcome you to a new episode of the Artist Manual. The video is titled Don't Be a Me Too Painter. Now, what is a Me Too painter? I call Me Too painters the artists who follow trends and they do whatever they think that people want to see in order to sell more. But I think the right way to work is quite the opposite, developing your own visual language. Now let's take it first from a commercial standpoint. Let's say you want to sell more, you want to get to people, you don't know what kind of art to produce, you want to be an artist. There are two options here. First, you can do what others do and copy artists' work and styles, just hoping that you're gonna sell. But you'll notice one thing, you try to get to that level where they're improving. So the only thing that you're doing here is following their steps. It's not really progress, is it? Because you're always behind somebody who does it better. Now, the second option is slightly harder to do. Most people try to avoid it because you have to build a long-term plan, maybe. The second option is building your own style. Coming up with something that is personal. Now, this something personal in the art market is worth a lot. But if you decide to do this, while it might be more difficult to do, it has loads of benefits on the long term. First of all, you'll be appealing to a very niche audience. Each artist, I always say that, each artist has his own audience. The hard part is to get to it. If you have your own style, then people get to you faster. It's something unique, it's something that no one does or less people do it than the commercial stuff. So don't be afraid to reflect on what type of work you want to produce. If you like it, there will be people in the world who like it as well. Working on your own visual language will be beneficial for the work. And the first thing is that it will be more genuine. It will show, even though you're not included in the actual painting, it will show a part of you. It will show your own vision in that moment. Let's take a scenario. You take a few years to really work on your craft, and at some point, if you're consistent enough, you do get collectors. Some of them might contact you for a single piece, which is totally fine. But the long-term collectors who return for new pieces, they come to you for the emotion they get from your art. So again, this something personal is key in your art, and do think of it. One thing you have to keep in mind, full originality is impossible. We are just a derivation of our inspiration. If you look at the artists whose work you like the most, you'll notice that his work is influenced by the artists that he likes at the same time. None of the old masters are fully original. They do like the work of others. They try to incorporate things that they like into their own style. But what makes them original at some point in their career, again, we're talking about something personal, that emotion, that composition, that brushstroke that they have been working on and they have developed and mastered in time. It can be very simple. Just small changes can make the whole difference. This element or feature that makes your work recognizable doesn't have to be grand or elaborate. Just keep it genuine. Let's take my two paintings, for example. Both of the pieces have a similar style, a similar composition. At the same time, what I like to do in my paintings, and what I did in both cases, is that the narrative isn't constructed only by the positioning of the subject, but by the surrounding elements as well. You'll notice that some things are more focused than others. That's because the eye has to fall on certain elements. And if you put the two pieces together, despite the fact that the subject is different, the environment is different, you can recognize it as part of a series. And it's nothing forced, it's just me in the most natural state, painting in the style that I like, and using the kind of composition I'm attracted to. So again, being a Me Too painter, while it might benefit you on the short term, it definitely won't on the long term. Because the people's interest in your work, instead of increasing, it decreases. People will feel like they've seen artists who did this style before and who did it better. They might come to you because they might not afford the original. They won't value you as an artist and your work as much as they would the original artists and the original work. So why wouldn't you try to become the original artist with the original work? If you don't know exactly how to do that and how to get there, I'll give you a simple exercise that you can try anytime. Pick up a notebook and 3 artworks of your favorite artist and note things down, your observation. First, note what you like about each piece and then what you don't like. In the what I like section, try to write what you would do the same as the artist. And then in the other section, write what you would change about the artwork if it would be made by you. Try to incorporate this easy and quick exercise into your daily routine. Now, as a result, because you mention every day what you would change and what you would keep the same in each artwork that you study, you'll gain a better understanding of your preferences and your thoughts, and in time you'll be able to come up with a very well articulated definition of your own style. If you're willing to do that exercise, just comment down below and let me know how it goes. I will keep an eye on it and reply to every comment. Good luck.